Hello guys, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, episode number 2. So we're starting off with a launch this episode, since the last orbital test we did was a failure. We still are mourning over Elcott, but we have to move on. He would want us to move on, so that's what we're going to do. We have Ed Kerman here today. We've also added a new mod. We've developed new technology. We now have the Vangaurd parachute system, which gives the Kerbals parachutes so they can eject out of dangerous situations. Well, we don't actually have the science to get the ejection seat just yet, but here we go for launch. This is going to be 4 times normal speed, so just be aware of that. But yeah, we've added Vangaurd parachute systems, so now we can go on EVA, and they will get out of the capsules and have parachutes. So we have that safety system thanks to Elcott Kerman. So here we are, just normal launch. We kind of lost control there for a second, as you saw, but we quickly gained it back. Just checking out our orbital insertion here, getting everything all squared away. Pretty easy. This rocket has more than enough to get into an orbit, as you guys will see here. We have 4 goo canisters, and we actually have batteries this time. So I forgot in my last construction that we had batteries. So now we have batteries. I just needed to actually put them on the ship. So we are good to go on everything. So I'm just spinning around to increase our Apple apps so that we can get our high over Kerbin science. Instead of in space near, we want in space high. So I rose the Apple apps to 1,000,000 kilometers, and got all of our science from up here. And now, since we're at our Apple apps, we can go ahead and do our burn for our ReEntry. I get it down to 30,000 kilometers, which I have found out is a perfect altitude to insert at. As you will see, I am keeping the fuel tank and everything on this time, just to demonstrate. I do still have daily ReEntry on. I haven't modified it. As you can see, it's telling you the temperature of everything. I just grabbed another, while we're high in the atmosphere there, I grabbed another goo canister. I'm just bleeding off some speed right there. It was really unnecessary. And I saw the camera change, so I checked the map, because 30,000 is kind of pushing it. You can, and with this long shape here, you can skim off the atmosphere. So I was just checking all the temperatures, making sure everything's good, and everything seems to be fine, and boop, we're out of the atmosphere. And I kind of lose control here for a second, but I just decided to pop everything and watch that as it falls dangerously close to our capsule. But yeah, this was a very successful launch. Ed Kerman was our first Kerman to orbit Kerbal. Boop, parachute pops, and he is a national hero. So after splashdown here, this will be all regular commentary. Okay guys, so I lied. The game crashed after that, so I had to come in and do some more post commentary. We got 56 science for all of that. Pretty good haul, if I do say so myself. So we are going to head over to the science facility, research and development, and check out what we want to get. Now we have 56 science, so I'm really we need to get this, because that general rocketry has some good parts that we're going to need, gimbaling engines and such. But I really check out the other stuff. let's see, where do I go? Yeah, the extra science, those battery packs from KW Rocketry. We could use the Science Junior so we could get some more science. I really want that for all the different fairings and stuff because they are pretty cool. And the winglets there at the top left have all kinds, and the fairings from Procedural Fairings and some other mod that gives us fairings as well. But eventually I just go with the general rocketry. So for realsies this time, we are going to be in regular commentary. So I will see you guys in a few seconds. Hello guys, welcome back for some live commentary. So in between the last launch and this launch, I have gone back into space and gotten a little more science, 10 more science, so that I can purchase this right here, so we can have these fairings and these winglets, which are pretty important, and the fairings are important as well. They're pretty cool as well. And also we got the Sputnik Mark 1, the satellite probe, which we're going to need. So let me head on over to the launch pad. Mun Explorer. We're going to head out to the moon, or Mun, however you wish to pronounce it. And we're going to do some exploring. We're going to see how long it takes for us to get out there, and I doubt we'll get back. It's probably just going to be getting out there. I'm going to attempt to land this probe. May or may not have enough fuel for all that, but we'll see. Probably not though. But I'll let you see the probe. As you can see, we have this very cool fairing up here, which makes this look like an actual rocket. It's just way better than having, a little probe sitting up there. But you'll get to see how that works. I'm going to try and go for a direct injection, which I may have screwed up. Yeah, I think I did. I surely did. Let me let's go to the Space Center right fast. And in the latest update to 0.23 or 0.23.5, I think is what it actually is. But now you can fast forward straight from this screen. And what we need to do is we need to do a night launch in order, I believe anyway, I'm pretty sure, in order to go for a, let's see what this looks like. Oh, and I've attempted to fix my crashing problem. I have been having a lot of trouble with the game crashing on me and stuff, but I've done some research and it seems to be a little better. Anyway, so let's see what we got going on. Where is we? Right as it's getting shadow time. Where is the moon? Right there. Yeah, that should be pretty close. That should be pretty close. So let's go ahead and bring this up, get this up, go back to map view, and prepare for launch. Now, if you will check the staging over here with me, as you can see, we have these two solid rocket boosters going, and then those detach, and we have those two solid rocket boosters, and then they detach, and then we have main engine fire, and then we have separation right here. Oh no, it's right here actually. And then we have this engine's firing, and this is our orbital insertion stage right up here. You'll see. I'm pretty proud of this rocket actually. It looks pretty cool. But without further ado, Mun Explorer Mark 1 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it's very slow to start off with, but that's okay. It's no big deal. We don't want to get to going too fast anyway. So I've tested this rocket out and I've made some adjustments to it. Main problem I had was up here at the fairing. There's a part that you have to put underneath and then you attach the fairings to the side of it. Well, I had my engine on the inside, like my engine and then that piece and then the fairings, and my engine wasn't working, so I had to reconfigure some of that, but that's okay. I think we have it going on now. But here we go. This is going to be all live, if I didn't already say so. It's going to be all live commentary for this launch, so you can catch my candid response. I may... no, I guess I'll go ahead and record most of this. Keep all this footage in as far as getting to the moon and everything. Hopefully I'm okay enough at the game to where I don't have to cut out too much. Should be fairly easy. Just going for a direct injection, straight to the moon. Hopefully. we shall see. Now we're gaining a lot of speed now that we dropped those other two boosters, but once we drop these two, we will slow down somewhat. It's not too bad, and I need to quit sniffling. I notice I sniffle. It sounds like I'm doing some cocaine or something, but I don't know what it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and tilt over to our 45 degree. As you can see, we're losing some speed, but we're so far up that doesn't really matter that much because we'll catch it right back up. There. Okay, now we're starting to go back up. I'm not sure. I didn't really keep an eye. I'm not sure how much we actually lost there. 10 or 20 meters per second, something like that. 16,000. Fairly standard launch so far. I have tons and tons of batteries all over this thing because we have not unlocked solar panels yet. So I have a transmitter on this thing so we can transmit all of our data. Hopefully we can anyway, if we don't run out of electric charge before we get there. We shall see. We may need to do some more science and get solar panels before we attempt something like this, so we'll just have to see how this goes. I do have a separate save file that I'm playing in conjunction to this one, just so I can test things out, because I'm playing with a lot of mods that I've never modded Kerbal Space Program before I started this series. I pretty much went out, found a bunch of mods, loaded them in, and I started a career mode just to see if not a career mode, but a sandbox mode, just to see if all the parts were loading in and working. And after that I just started a career and started recording, so that's pretty much how things have gone. But I do have another career mode testing that I've named it, that I test out some things with. Here we go, 35, 36, pretty standard stuff. We just need to make sure we catch this staging so we don't lose a bunch of speed. Here we go, fixing the stage, and shaboink. Look at that nice, badass looking little rocket there. Alright. So let's just get this up to about like that. Let's go ahead and zoom out and set the moon as our target. See what happens if we get to our Apple apps. Just go ahead and throw a maneuver in here and see what happens if we get an encounter. Oh, come on. I don't know. We may have to go for an orbital burn. Yeah, I think we do. With all this crap here, I can't see what's going on. Oh, we're still good. We're still good. Okay. Let's put one right here. I may have undershot it or something as far as trying to do a direct injection type thing. Yeah, it looks like I have. Yep, so we're just going to have to go for a regular orbit and then go from there. That's not a big deal. Trying to be all fancy pants. But I should have launched a little earlier. I think I waited too long. Because apparently our orbit burn to get to the moon is about right here. Is what it's going to take. So That's okay. No big deal. So let's speed up time a little bit. Looks about good to me. Go ahead and throttle this bad boy all the way up. Yeah, let's just go with this. Shouldn't take much. Let's check our fuel situation. Half a tank, that's okay. This should get us into orbit fairly easily. And badonk-a-donk. There we go. Alright. And let's see, about right here. Let's see what this looks like. That's too much as well. There we go. What's that going to give us? 728. That's too much. Oops. 119. 9,000. That's a little too close. 50. That sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Now this engine that we have is still providing electricity or electric charge, whatever you want to call it. But once we lose this stage, our engine will no longer power our spacecraft, and we'll be running strictly off of batteries. So that's when the real test will come in. So what we're doing now is swinging around to our maneuver node. We have a 20-second burn, so about 10 seconds out, and we should have 10 seconds in this tank. Let's just go back to our, there we go. We don't need the map view so much anymore. Look at this awesome spacecraft. It just looks so cool. Hopefully I fixed everything and this thing will fly, or the engine will start now at least. Let's see if I can click on it. No, not. Oh, that's the gas tank. Cross feed true. Yeah, okay. That should work. Should work now. 10 seconds. We need to be at 10 seconds. Just in case you don't know, which I know a lot of people should know, whatever your estimated burn is, you want to cut that in half, and then that's when you want to start your burn. That works out the best. And we should have 10 seconds of burn left in this fuel tank. Should have more than that, actually. Maybe we'll have enough left to get us into a moon capture or moon orbit, whatever. I don't know all the technical terms. And start to burn. Here we go. Let's see what we got going on here. Are we going to have 10 seconds? Maybe I was wrong. Not quite. Pretty close though. Alright, now check this out. You ready? Boom! That's so cool, isn't it? And here's our little probe right here. The little probe that could. And let's go back to our map view and see what we got going on. Let's cut this out. And 65, close enough to me. And check out our orbit. We're going to swing around, and the moon's going to catch us and then fling us around it. Pretty cool. But now we are running strictly off of batteries, so I'm going to F5 just in case we crash, or the game crashes. If we crash, then it's just over. We'll have to start again. I'm going to try to avoid using quick saves as best I can, unless, you know, something really crazy happens. So let's just go ahead and shoot on out here. Our electric charge is draining quite rapidly. Here comes the moon. And then we'll see how this changes once we actually get our encounter. Oop, and there we go. Pretty much exactly how it said. Of course, the little diagram it gives you is a little bit off. 66,000 is pretty much exactly what it said. So let's go ahead and switch to our probe here. Take a look at it while we have a chance. as you can see, I have this thing totally decked out with batteries because we have no solar panels, as I've said before. At least I'm pretty sure we don't have any solar panels. If we do, that's just me derping out. Here we go. I have the antenna on the front here to beam back our science, and we just have 4 goo canisters, a gas or a fuel tank, I should say, and a reaction wheel, which isn't really necessary, but it helps out and with controlling the entire spacecraft, the big old huge rocket we started off with. There's the moon coming up. This is the fairing I was talking about. This is the thing you have to place, and then you can put the fairing pieces on either side of it. Before, in my other launch, I had the fuel tank right up against, or the engine right up against the fuel tank here, and then I had the fairing underneath the engine. So when I fired the engine, I was firing into this fairing, and I was going nowhere. So this thing moves like a champion. Let's go ahead and take a mystery goo while we're out here. 30 science. I'm going to go ahead and I wanted to transfer that data, but I don't know how much electric charge that's going to take. Let's just see, because it really doesn't matter. Oh, done. That was it. Did I keep that data? Observe mystery goo, or did I reset it? Keep science. Keep data. Transmit data. Become inoperable. Okay, so we did not transfer last time. Or transmit. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. 10 data received. Alright. So that's 9 science for that. Not a whole lot, which we didn't really expect. This is more of a just an exploratory mission, just like you would do in real life. We're trying to follow a somewhat realistic track, so we have to send a probe out here to check out the moon, to see how long it's going to take us to get out here. Let's see how long it. Okay, right now we're at a day. It says up there in the left-hand corner, 1 day, 1 hour. We want to get down to our 60,000 periaps. And then per normal, we're just going to burn retrograde until we kill our speed enough to get into an orbit around the moon. There we are. Close enough to it. And just bring this down. Hopefully that counts as high over the moon, but we shall see. Or we may have already gotten that one. Let's see. Oh, that one's inoperable. Observe mystery goo. Plenty of electric charge and fuel. We may try to land. Observation while in space high over the moon. Yeah, so we've already gotten this one. So we need to try and get one. We need to lower that. We need to lower our periaps a little bit more. So let's speed up around to our apoaps. So it took us about a day to get out here. So if we want to come out here, we need to be prepared. It's going to take a day to get out here and a day to get back. So that's 2 days. So we need at least, I would say, 3 days worth of life support in order to come out here. 1 day to get here, 1 day to get back, and a day to remember. No, a day to, just in case something goes wrong and it takes a little bit longer, because this was a pretty good injection, pretty good burn, in case we have to do some more orbits around Earth or something, or Kerbin. So let's just do a little bit of a burn here. Get down to, I'd say, what, about 20,000? Probably be good. Oh, okay, there we go, 19.7. That's good enough for me. So let's swing around to our apoaps. Go ahead and get down. Get this science as well. Okay, here we go. Observe that goo. 9 science. Transmit data. Transmit. Alright, not that bad. I think I'm going to go ahead and go from here and go for a landing, because the longer we wait, the more orbits I do, the more our electric charge is going to run out. So we're going to try for a landing to the moon. So let's bring this down. We should have plenty of fuel to do it, hopefully. I say that, and we're probably going to crash, but that's okay. Try and land in the daytime just so we can see what's going on. And it looks as good a place as any. Alright, here we go. Another F5 quick save. I just get into the habit of doing it. Again, in case the game crashes. If I crash, I crash. So we were going to warp around here and watch our electric charge diminish. Let's go ahead and switch back to this mode, or this view. Oh, okay. Well, we need to be slowing down. I want to make sure we stay in the daylight, which is going to be pretty close. And there we go. That looks good enough to me. Have enough fuel to spare. We can change our trajectory as we need, as need be. So it's pretty cool. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! I screwed up. I screwed up. Okay, I thought we were going a lot faster than we actually were. I was in fast forward mode. Oops. Oh Lord, that would have sucked. Would have been very embarrassing. All we need to do now is kill our vertical velocity and try to land this thing as safely as possible. Of course, I do not have landing legs on this thing. I probably could have fit them on there, but it didn't seem entirely necessary to have landing legs. I mean, looks like we're going to have enough fuel. I should be able to just bring this thing to a nice little rest on the surface of the moon. It doesn't look like I picked out such a flat area. And we have no cockpit view, so I cannot see the radar altitude. Is this a different... Let's see, what does this say? Oh, is it near the moon? Same thing. Bleed off some of that speed. I'm not seeing a shadow yet. We are seeing ground scatter now, so that lets us know we're fairly low. Still not seeing a shadow though. Yeah, we drop like a rock, don't we? Touchdown! SAS off. There we go. Check it out. Perfect landing. Perfect landing. And we still have over half electric charge, which is good. It's always good to have way more than not enough. Not sure if we have enough fuel to try and go to a different biome. 12 science. Okay, cool. The moon's midlands. Transmit that data. Yeah, that doesn't take nearly as much. Doesn't take nearly as much electric charge as I thought it would. Okay, so the moon's midlands. Let's see. We need to get to, I think there's the slopes. So maybe if we could get over there, we could try, and we have one more goo canister. So let's try it. Oh, SAS on. Let's just head straight over this way. Let's try not to get too high. See if this is a different biome. I don't think we went quite far enough. Oop. We're freaking teetering, you see that? I think that's the reaction wheel is the only thing keeping us from falling all the way over. There we go. Whatever. Let's see. Is this the same? Yep, the Midlands. Okay, so no difference. Let's continue, I guess. We have really nothing to lose if this thing crashes. Let's just head on over here. Top of this mountain or something, or slope or whatever. All right. What do we have here? The Midlands. Nothing different. So where the heck do we have to go to get a different biome, you think? I wonder if we could head for this canyon right here. I don't know. We're running pretty dangerous on fuel. Pretty low. Oop, wrong way. Oh, we're going way too fast. Oh yeah, we're gonna crash. Yep, it's over. Farewell, probe. You've served us well. Did I keep that data? Oh well. Bye-bye. Whoa. Oh man. It'd be funny if it was enough velocity to fling it back into orbit. But it's not. It's not. Look at all, probably all them freaking batteries are right there. But that's okay. We got a lot of science out of that. Well, not a lot, but we got enough. Pretty successful mission, if I say so myself. I wonder all this sparkling crap going on. Oh, that's just the ground scatter, I guess, is what that is. Rendering in or whatever. Looks kind of weird. Looks like static or something, or lights going off. Damn, this thing got up to 4,200 meters. We're just gonna stick with this thing until it crashes, I guess. And see you later, buddy, Moon Explorer. Just evaporates. Okay. No, we're not going to revert. Let's go back to the Space Center. Hopefully the game does not crash, because this is when the game likes to crash. Going back to the Space Center. Okay. where is our? Oh, we only get that. We only shows that screen when we recover a vessel. So we didn't get enough science to unlock any of this stuff, but we got pretty close. We only need what, 7 more science, or 8 more? Yeah, 8 more science. So pretty successful mission. Now we know we need at least 3 days worth of life support. So look forward to that in the next episode, the first manned mission to the moon. We will probably not land on the moon, but we will at least sorry for the stutter, we will at least orbit the moon and get the full science and bring it back. And we should have plenty of science to unlock probably at least a couple more of these. I think I'm probably gonna go for this one next to get these struts, and probably this one so we can get this more powerful engine. So look forward to that in the next episode. This has been LPinWithJT. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.